Hello, I am Pete and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas Challenge of Challenges. In this episode, I'm planning on going into Freeside and doing some of the quests around there. The challenge that has been assigned for this episode is no spending caps. And this is quite a good challenge to receive, really, because I'm not expecting there to be a huge amount of focus on combat in this episode, which meant that if I got a challenge that was combat-centric, then it wouldn't really have as much impact. It's actually more fun to get a challenge that is more related to how I interact with friendly NPCs, because that's more likely to have an impact on how I play in this episode. Without further ado, let's get ourselves over to Freeside and let's find someone to give us a quest.
Let's kick this in gear.
Okay, that's interesting. Upon fast travelling into Freeside, the Silver Rush crier was hostile to us. Makes sense, I suppose.
Kings dress like strutting girls, all fancy-like.
Yeah, because I guess when we finished wiping out the Silver Rush over there... Shush you. When we cleared out the Silver Rush, this guy here was hostile, but he was far enough away that he didn't attack us. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go and head towards Old Mormon Fort, because I think meeting the followers of the Apocalypse is probably a good place to start here. I think I'm also going to wait through to the morning as well, just so there's some light. Here we go. Old Las Vegas Mormon State Historic Park. This is where we want to be. So before I talk to Julie Farkas, I'm just going to head in here and pick up a snow globe. I think it's upstairs. Indeed it is. Oh, I think I saw the books all getting on a little bit of a disco. Okay, we're not going to steal anything else from the followers of the Apocalypse. They're generally the good guys. Let's leave their milk untouched. Right, let's find Julie. She's the one with the amazing hair. This looks like hair.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
Things seem pretty rough here in Freeside.
More than rough. It's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide.
Is there anything I can do to help?
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up.
All right, lots of things to do. Brilliant. You need medical supplies.
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
What do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
Okay, hold that thought. Let me see what I've got. Maybe another time?
That's too bad. If you change your mind, let me know.
And goodbye for now. Right, let's go into our inventory, see what we've got in terms of Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer. So Med-X we have 34, pretty good. Radaway we have 45, pretty good. Fixer we have 4, not so good. We can part with the first two. So let's go back into there. What do you need? You got yourself a deal.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in.
Okay, seems like you need a steady supply, not just whatever I can grab for you.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
Which merchants might be willing to make a deal?
You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out.
Let's talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
So I have some medical supplies to drop off.
Great. What do you have?
Let's drop off some Med-X.
How much do you have to donate?
3.
Thanks. Anything else?
You can have some Radaway as well.
How much do you have to donate?
You can have 3 of them for now as well.
Anything else?
That's all for now.
Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside.
Okay, so if I wanted to calm things down in Freeside, where would I start?
The big man around here is the king. Not much happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail.
Okay, and you also said something about helping addicts.
Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own.
Tell me about Bill Ronte.
Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up.
Tell me about Jacob.
The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist.
Where should I start looking?
In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there.
I'll see what I can do to help them.
Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside.
Cool. I'd like to talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
Okay, I think that's everything for now. Goodbye. So what have we picked up quest-wise there? Was there just the one? Yeah, we've only picked up High Times. I thought we'd pick up some others as well, but apparently not. Okay, so she mentioned the Garretts and she mentioned the King. So let's see. Let's find one of these two. Where are they according to the world map? One of them's over here, one of them's over there. Okay, let's fast travel to Rick and Mouth's. Well, okay, that was fun. I did not say that deliberately.
Bang, 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 bang!
Oh, there's an annoying kid around somewhere. Is it you?
Morning.
God, you're annoying. All right, this is one of the chaps. Jacob Hoff.
You have chems, buddy? I could really use a fix.
Julie Farkas says you could use some help.
Julie's a saint, but I don't need help. I feel young and strong, as long as I get my chems.
You look pretty bad, Jacob. You should probably stop using chems.
Why stop? I feel great. No worries. My guy will be here soon enough. Just wait.
Who's supplying you?
If I had 2 caps to scrape together, I'd buy the materials to make my own. But my damn hands won't stop shaking. This guy named Dixon. Something about him seems sketchy, but I can't stop now. Last time I stopped, I felt like I was gonna turn inside out. At this point, I'm mostly buying his stuff just so I don't feel sick. Speaking of which, do you have any spare caps?
I need to get going, apparently.
Bye.
Which is good, because the rules of this episode would prevent me from giving him caps anyway. I think we need to go and rough up Dixon a little bit.
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need.
Do you know anything about Bill or Jacob?
Yeah, man. Those cats are out of their domes addicted to my shit. They can't get enough. Pretty hilarious to watch.
I need you to stop supplying Bill and Jacob.
Really? Ah, you're such a saint. You know what? I might be willing to stop if there's something in it for me.
I can't give him caps. Speech 35, so the NCR is supplying you with cheap chems to keep Freeside down?
Wait, man. You can't go around saying shit like that. Okay, I get your point. You won't have to worry about me supplying those 2 anymore.
Goodbye.
Later.
Okay, so the drug dealer's taken care of. Does that automatically advance the quest to the point where I don't need to go and... find Bill Ronte is still an option. Okay, and he's going to be near the Atomic Wrangler. So let's fast travel to... I can't fast travel to Freeside Central because there's an enemy just around this corner here. What should we take this enemy out with? Should we go overkill with the grenade machine gun? Let's use a light shining in darkness. Choose an appropriate ammo type. What are these ammo types? Super hand load. Plus P. Okay, so this one... So this one is just the better all-round. I don't want to spend it all. I don't want to use it all, rather. Let's just use this one. Okay, a couple of nice shots dealt with him. Take his pool cue. And yeah, I was going to go to Freeside Central, wasn't I? And let's go and talk to the dude that's over here. We're also going to want to drop into the Atomic Wrangler to meet the Garretts. We'll do that in a second. And yeah, the Silver Rush is now a ghost town.
You seen Dixon around? He said he'd be back today.
Bill, Julie and the rest of your friends miss you. They need your help.
Oh, Julie, I've really screwed things up. I'll head over to the fort and get some rest. This has gone on too long.
Aren't I amazing? Right, they're going to all head back over to the fort, so we'll be able to go there and hand in that quest in a second. First, let's head into the Atomic Wrangler and talk to the Garretts about a steady supply of chems for the followers. All right, Francine?
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
The followers are looking to trade for supplies.
Interesting. Well, you're gonna need to speak with my brother, James. He handles all of the trading contracts and general operations.
Okay. Do you have any work you need done around here?
I have some work I need handled. Back before we instituted the caps up front rule, we used to allow customers tabs. Well, needless to say, a few customers snuck out without paying their bills. We need someone to collect. The job would pay a percentage.
All right. Sounds good. As long as I don't have to kill anyone.
I'd prefer you not kill anyone with a debt. It's a bit difficult to collect on a corpse. Just get the caps from them. After that, I couldn't care less what happens to those deadbeats.
All right. You got yourself a deal.
Great. There are 3 people who need to be tracked down. A real mixed basket of fruits. Their names are Grex, Santiago, and Lady Jane.
Okay, Grex.
Grex is a bit cracked, but mostly harmless. Just don't mention anything about his lazy eye. He owes 138 caps and should still be around Freeside.
This kind of work costs time and money. 50-50 would cover my expenses.
All right, 50-50 it is. But you better bring back all of the caps. If we hear you crossed us, the next bounty hunter will be coming for you.
And Lady Jane.
Lady Jane fancies herself a high roller, but she's just another dirtbag NCR prospector. I'm not sure where to find her. I hear she's run goods for the followers of the apocalypse in the past, but other locals might know more. She owes us 250 caps.
And Santiago?
Santiago is a suave son of a bitch, but a total pansy when it comes to fisticuffs. He owes 212 caps and should be around Freeside as well.
That's all for now.
Anything else you need?
Just want to speak to your brother James. Goodbye.
Bye.
So, yep, you clean that cup there. I guess if I wait here, he'll show up. 9 a.m. What time does he show up? Let's just wait in 1 hour increments until he appears. There he is, about midday.
Yep.
He also likes to clean cups, but Francine has now stopped.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
The followers need to find someone to trade with for supplies.
Really now? Well, this is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean.
I have no idea what you mean.
Extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past.
I might be able to work something out.
Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol.
Okay, do you have any work you need done?
We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees.
All right, what sort of proclivities are we talking about?
Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. If you ever run across a sex bot, not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it.
Disgusting. Right, I expect 100 caps minimum for each candidate I bring in.
Just don't rough up the merchandise before delivery. You break it, you bought it.
Right. Surely these escorts are critical to your business. How about double?
Okay, you got yourself a deal. Find escorts to fill the positions, and I'll pay double.
I'll see if I run across any suitable candidates.
Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up.
Lovely. Okay, goodbye.
Till next time.
Oh, the quests are stacking up now. Right, I think we've got enough reasons to go back to the old Mormon fort now, so let's head on over there. One thing you may be noticing is I have fast travel markers on my map that aren't in the vanilla base game. That is due to a mod. It's a helpful mod.
Hey. Hey, good to see you.
I think I found someone who'll be able to cover your supplies.
That's phenomenal. Who did you find?
The Garrett Twins.
They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside?
With a surplus of supplies, you could use your caps and influence to expand.
Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
You're welcome. I'm going to say goodbye for now. I need to find out what's the next thing I need to do for the quest with these two. Help Jacob Hoff kick his addiction to chems. Oh, okay, I haven't completed that yet. Righty-ho. Okay, we can recruit a real ghoul cowboy while we're here. She's just over here.
Howdy.
So who are you?
I've been around a while. Currently working for the followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred, and the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun.
I bet you've seen a lot over the years.
I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore.
Sounds like you're a bit of a dom, Beatrix.
Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while?
Interested in working for the Garretts?
They already have that pig McCaffrey working for them. Do they need another guard?
This would be as an escort.
I've escorted my share.
No,
of
not that
tourists
sort of
around
escort,
Freeside.
Beatrix.
Too much trouble for what it pays.
When I say escort, I mean prostitute.
I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got?
Turns out there are customers looking for someone just like you.
Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad. What am I thinking? I'm no whore. And I ain't about to hand my ass over to some penny-ante hustler like he owns me.
You'd be an independent with a deep discount on the booze, maybe.
They do have a damn good selection of hooch over at the Wrangler. If I get to choose my customers, if I get to be a little rough with them, if my cut is fair, and if I get that discount, that just might work. Tell the Garretts I'll stop by to work out terms.
Hurrah. Goodbye.
Later.
All right, that's done. I need to go and find Jacob Hoff again. I didn't quite finish off the work there. Opposite Mick and Ralph's is where he'll be found. Usual place.
So you're back. Got any chems for me yet?
I took care of that dealer. Now you can clean up.
What? I need a fix now!
I want to help you get well, Jacob.
Fine. If you really care so much, then give me some shots of Fixer to calm down these shakes. I'm gonna need at least 10 shots to get me through the week. From there, the followers should be able to help.
Okay, I do not have that much. I only have 4 fixers. Let's do some science. A combination of Fixer, Psycho, and Buff Out would do it in one shot. He's going to expect me to supply them then. Speech is cheaper. Just use the power of your mind. Jacob, be strong. You just need the support of your friends to get through this.
I think you're right. I've been through worse. I'll go to the fort and see if the followers can watch over me while I recover.
Good idea. Off you go. Right, so I'm going to need to return to Julie Farkas. I've just come from there. So what I might do, instead of heading straight back there, I might do a little bit of debt collection. Because I think that some of the people are nearby. Grex is 70 metres that way. Santiago's round the back. Santiago does double duty because he's also the suave talker that James wants. So let's go and use him in that way.
How are you today? Santiago is fabulous.
James Garrett is looking for a suave escort. Interested in some work?
I am honored they would consider me. I'll start immediately.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Can I also talk to him about the other thing? Oh no, he won't talk to me anymore. Okay. I wonder what effect that has on his debt. Well, we'll see how that all pans out in the wash. First, let's go talk to Grex.
Hey, man. Can you spare a few caps?
Are you the Grex who owes the Garretts?
That all depends on who's asking.
You owe the Garretts a good lump of caps. I'm here to collect.
Ah, crap. I was hoping they'd forget about my tab. Look, I've got the caps right here. Just don't hurt me.
You don't cheat the Garretts and walk away. Cough up the rest, or you're rat bait.
Okay, here. That's everything I've got except the clothes on my back. I'm sorry about this.
Heh. Oh, no. No, for the sake of a speech check, that's just too much. That'll do. Mess with the Garretts again, and you're dead.
I won't. Thanks for not killing me.
Oh, I feel quite bad. I feel quite bad indeed. I could have played that cooler. Okay, I think we can return to Julie Farkas now. In fact, no, before we do that, let's go back to the Garretts because I think there's more back and forth required here. So let's get the next step of Garrett's chatter out of the way.
Hello.
Okay, let's talk to James first. I think he's got the most questage associated.
What can I get you?
So, I spoke with Julie Farkas. She says the followers will accept your offer.
Hey, that's great. We'll get some supplies sent over today as a show of good faith. Once our stills are upgraded, we'll never be short on liquor for our patrons. If Jacob Hoff is sober, we might even have a few new drinks on tap.
Hurrah.
Others might view us as drug-dealing enablers around here. But honestly, we care about our patrons. It's bad business for people to get addicted.
Yeah, you're all
Got enough
heart.
crime in Freeside without a bunch of strung-out junkies robbing traders and gamblers to afford their next fix.
Okay, you wanted a smooth talker for an escort? I found one.
And who would that be?
Santiago's your man.
That honey-mouthed son of a bitch? Fine. At least left to shut up occasionally. Those pretty lips of his are gonna see more traffic than a Brahmin trail in low summer.
And I actually found you an escort who's a ghoul and a cowboy.
Imagine that! What's his name and when's he start?
Her name's Beatrix, and she can start immediately.
A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that request can't get everything he wants. Hell, who knows? He might not even notice the difference.
Lovely. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
I'm now accepted in Freeside. Francine, anything... Oop, careful. Anything we need to talk about?
I hear you've been helping out around town. It's much appreciated, friend.
Okay, yes, and I haven't yet spoken to Lady Jane, so I can't give 600 caps, because that would be spending from my own money, which isn't allowed. So goodbye for now. Let's zoom on back over to the old Mormon fort now. Hello, Julia.
Welcome.
So, first bit of business. I helped with that addiction problem you mentioned.
I saw them. Thank you so much for helping them. This means a lot to the followers of the apocalypse. You have our thanks. If you need some medical supplies, come see me. With Jacob working with us, we should be able to spare a stim or fixer once a day.
Cool. What else? The Garretts should be sending over supplies shortly.
I'm honestly pleasantly surprised they would help us out. But I can see the Garretts aren't doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. Well, it looks like you've earned yourself a discount on supplies now that we'll be fully covered. This supply deal will aid our work immensely.
Lovely. Got a bit more fame with the followers of the apocalypse. And that... what can I do here? I suppose I could drop off more supplies if I wanted to get more reputation with the followers, but I don't need that for now. What about these supplies you reckon you can spare?
Sure. Would you like a stim pack, fixer, or rataway?
I will take the fixer.
You'll need to wait another 24 hours for us to get more made. We need everything else we currently have.
That's fine. All right. Goodbye for now. Yeah, stim packs and radaway we've got loads of. We're now liked by the followers, and we are at level 40. That's a big, nice round number. What's worth cranking up here? I'm quite tempted just to max out unarmed, because I do use that every once in a while. And I suppose survival's worth pushing up by a couple. And let's see. What's this? Combat takedowns. I don't recall ever seeing that before. Is that being added by a mod? This is pretty amazing. 1% to earned experience per level. So I'd already be plus 40% experience. That's bonkers. I'm doing it. Okay. I've never had that before. Lovely. What's the next quest to do? Sexbot, Lady Jane. Let's go and talk to Lady Jane, I think. Actually, while we're passing by the Kings, I think I might drop in here because Julie Farkas did say something about the Kings and the NCR and a whole shenanigan that we might want to try and iron out.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
Yes, I'd like to see the King if possible.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
Thankfully, I can do this without needing to spend caps. Speech 60. I'm new in town and wanted to pay my respects.
You know what? I like you. Half the people around here, they forget who runs this place. Head on through. The King's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
So one of the unfortunate things about this game is if you're going for the Mr. House ending, which I will be doing in this series, things just don't end well for the Kings. There is no way to get a happy ending, I believe.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the King. What can I do for you?
I was hoping you might have some work for me.
Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good?
What do you need me to do?
I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside?
Yes. No, I must have missed them.
It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my man tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
Sure.
Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
Okay, so I've been given 200 bottle caps, and I'm going to declare that it is okay for me to hire Oris with those 200 caps. They're not my caps. I'm just holding on to them for a very, very short amount of time for the King. So this is not going to be a violation of the rules. Before I do go over and talk to Oris, I am just going to go over and talk to Lady Jane because she's nearby here. Sitting down by a campfire.
Hello. Lovely to meet you.
I was hired by the Garretts to track you down.
In that case, I suppose you're here to collect. I apologize, but I simply do not have enough caps on me to cover the debt. If someone were to recover my caravan from that cave, I could easily pay in full, but who would bother with such a mess?
Perhaps there is something else of value you could put towards the debt. I like Perception 7 more. I don't want to be too much of a bastard here. Jane, I can tell you're lying through your teeth.
Damn. I didn't want to hand over all of my caps because I won't have enough to get home to California. Here, take it all. I'll find my way home one way or another.
I wish I could recruit her as a companion. I wouldn't feel so bad then. And off she goes. God, I'm not the good guy in this episode at all, am I? Right, let's get that quest active. Return to Francine, hire a guard named Oris. Let's return to Francine first. It's on the way. No one's going to clean up the body of the Silver Rush crier, it seems. Maybe I can? Is there a dumpster nearby I can use? I can tuck it in a corner. Here we go. Let's just try and pop him in this bin here. Come on, up. Up. Oh, he's heavy. Well, just sort of, he's kind of tucked in a bit there. I can move this bin out a bit, actually. And let's just grab the body and just sort of squeeze it in here. Perfect. And then grab the bin. Pop that there. Lovely. Keeping the streets of Freeside tidy. That's what we like. All right, let's go and talk to Francine. Hand in those caps. And again, I'm not spending my own money here. This is just the stuff I've collected from other people. I declare this is not a violation of the rules. And if I declare it to be so, then it is so. My YouTube channel, my rules.
What can I get you, friend?
I think I have all the debts collected.
I don't care how you handled those lumps of human refuse, but you got the job done. We need you to hunt down another person. That son of a bitch McCaffrey stole a ton of caps and ran off to Vegas. I guess the fact that we farmed out his usual work to you pissed him off. No one steals from the Garrett Twins. If you can kill that bastard and bring back as much as you can, you'll be paid very well.
Okay, if I see McCaffrey on the strip, I'll be sure to take care of him.
Good. Just stop on back when he's dead and you'll be rewarded handsomely. Bring his hat as proof of the kill.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm not planning on heading into the strip quite yet, so that will have to wait. Let's go and hire Oris. So the king gave us 200 caps. I've been keeping it in a special pocket to keep it separate from my own money. See, I'm trying very, very hard to stick to the rules. So unless Oris asks for more than 200, this is all fine. Oris is the ugly one on the right. Oh, see you, Lady Jane. I wonder where she goes. She seems to have disappeared. Oh, that's a shame. I was quite tempted to see if I could kind of follow her. But no. She goes out the north gate and disappears entirely. Well, never mind. Sometimes people have little routes they run on, and you can follow them across the desert.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will.
How much for your services?
200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the south gate.
Okay, I will hire you.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
Okie dokie, lead the way. We must watch for any sign of suspicious behavior.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work, and said to give you this.
Oh, a stim pack, thank you very much. Yeah, we don't need a bodyguard, we've got this random king.
To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever need their services. Up ahead on the next block is where the kings hang out.
Making Ralph's
Don't
for
let them
all your
scare
shopping
you.
needs.
They don't outnumber you 5 to 1, you'll be... Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler.
So I guess you can actually see the difference in run speed when wearing power armor, because he is ever so slightly leaving me behind.
Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
Okay. And then we just follow him around the block here. And at this point he kind of zooms off ahead. But I have a sprint mod, so I can zoom a little bit too.
Gotcha. Thought you could ambush us, huh?
What happened there?
Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now.
Hey, you only fired 3 shots and there are 4 guys there.
Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him.
Or you just faked this whole thing to drum up repeat business.
That's an interesting theory you've got there. I'd suggest you keep it to yourself. Let's get moving.
I want all the money you have on you. I could make it to the kings from here.
I ought to take my chances and kill you right here, but you may be right. Here, take this. Don't think this is over, though. I'll have that money back, out of your hide if I have to.
Yeah, tough talk butters no parsnips. The thug appears dead, a victim of your recent fight. Examine the body closely. A quick study of the body reveals that the thug is still alive and merely pretending to be dead. What about you? Same thing? Indeed. All the same. I wonder if I could, Nah. Alright, so I think our business with Oris is concluded now. Let's open up the quest log. So yeah, GI Blues return to the king and report what you've learned about Oris. That's clearly the right place to be. Let's head on over there. And yeah, I know it's not far at all, but Oris is still showing up as a quest marker. That's interesting. Okay, I can hire him again and watch for suspicious behavior. I don't think I need to. I think I know everything I need to know.
What do you have for me?
Oris is a fraud. He fakes attacks on his clients and then plays hero.
So that's how it happens. Okay then, I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Word's come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
I'll head over right away.
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
And it's not just hollow talk as well. I genuinely am that interested. To the old Mormon fort. Okay, so this is the chap we need to talk to. Roy.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here?
The king asked me to look into your attack.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
Do you remember anything about the people who attacked you?
They were big guys. Young, too. No old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them.
What can you tell me about the attack?
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say.
I have to get going.
I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about him. He saw more than I did.
Wayne, eh?
Okay. That true? Did the king really send you?
He did. And anything you could tell me about what happened might help.
I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help?
Every bit helps, thanks.
Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice. Hey, wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey, Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. It might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant, Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
All right, Lieutenant, that's the magic word. Let's head back to the king and report our findings. Oris is still stood down there. Wonder if he'll stay there forever. All right, Kingy.
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat?
The local men were attacked by soldiers. One of the men was identified by rank.
Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's got to be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
All right. Yeah, I'm happy to go and talk to Julie a little bit more. Always happy to talk to Julie. Oh, hiding behind a post from me.
Welcome back, friend.
You're welcome, friend. Do you know anything about NCR soldiers here in Freeside?
Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here. What about it?
The king thinks those troops have been attacking locals.
I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge of the operations here in Freeside, though she won't open up to you right away. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more forthcoming if you mention my name. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I think that's good. Goodbye. Okay, so there's currently a few different pointers that I can go to for GI Blues. One is hiring Oris again, not going to do that. Another is heading to a squatter camp, and the other is talking to Major Elizabeth Kieran. I'm going to try the squatter camp thing. And I think that's this bunch down near Mick and Ralph's. Yeah, that location around there. That's good. It is now dark, so I think I will perhaps wait through till light time. I'm just going to take this moment to appreciate the mods I've got installed that really improve the lighting in here significantly. This does look much better than the base game. But yeah, let's get some daylight. That will do nicely. All right, squatters, here I come.
Watch out for the kings. They're unpredictable.
All right, you, missionary.
Hello. Don't think I've seen your face before. Are you a citizen of the NCR?
Let's lie. Sure am. I just recently arrived here from California.
You don't look like you're from around here, so I guess I can believe that. Just head to the northwest part of town, by the old train station. We start handing out supplies at 6 every night. There'll be some guards by the door, but just remember that the password is HOPE, and they'll let you by right quick.
A password. Very useful. Thank you. Okay, we can now head over and talk to Elizabeth Kieran. We need to go to that ruined store there. What's the best way to get there? Is it worth fast travelling to... Yeah, let's try fast travelling to the Freeside Central Waypoint and see what that does for us. Yeah, and then there's a door I go through here to get into the back section of Freeside that's on the other side of that barrier. In the past, I have sometimes played using a mod that opens up Freeside into one big world space. Not doing it on this occasion. I think also around here, yeah, there's a guy tending a water pump. Might just have a quick chat with him. It's not a marked quest, but I think there might be some XP in it.
Hey, you helped out Bill Ronte, so the followers worked out a deal for you to drink free.
Cool. Can I buy bottled water? Oh no, I don't want to buy. Why charge for water?
If we let everyone run amok, the damn NCR would shut us down. Gotta have some way to regulate usage.
Need to get going.
Bye.
I can have a sip of your water. There we go. Just can't say no, you know? The opportunity's there. Never turn down an offer of fresh, cold, radiation-free water. Okay, so the ruined store is just down here. Yep. And the password, as we've been told, is HOPE.
Hold up. What's the password?
HOPE.
Go ahead.
And we can now go in.
Here you go. I hope this helps.
All right. Investigate rumours of free food and water being handed out. Return to the king, inform him of the NCR supply drops. I'll talk to Elizabeth Kieran first.
Welcome. There's food and water here for any citizen of the NCR. Please, have some.
Do you serve food to locals as well?
No, I'm afraid we don't. Don't you have a friend you wanted to bring in?
Why don't you serve locals?
That's not really a pleasant topic of conversation. Let's just say we have our reasons.
Julie Farkas told me to ask. She said it was important.
You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye with the followers, but they're okay in my book, mostly because of her. If you really want to know, we sent an envoy to the king, offering to coordinate the relief effort.
What happened?
Our envoy was brutally beaten and only barely survived. My superiors ordered the relief mission scrapped. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission anyway, but with greatly reduced support. Now there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of Freeside, which I don't. That's all in the past now. I should get back to work. Say hi to Julie for me.
Okay. So, before I head back to the king and proceed with the quest, I am going to go to the old Mormon fort and talk to Julie. Because I can't remember, but I think she might have some special dialogue about this. Even though it's not technically a stage of the quest.
Welcome back, friend.
Not seeing anything in here. Okay, let's talk about Freeside.
What did you want to know?
What's all the fuss about the water pump?
Bill Ronte installed that pump a few years ago, back when he was sober. It was a major improvement for the community. But lately, the Kings have started charging locals to use it, and NCR squatters twice as much. That'll come to no good.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
What did you want to know?
Yeah, there's nothing I can specifically talk to her about regarding what we just talked with Elizabeth Kieran about. Okay, next stop, let's go back to the Kings, and I think this is going to be... actually, no, it's not quite the final conversation in GI Blues, but we're getting very close. Oh, where's Pacer running off to?
You find out something about them soldier boys yet?
The NCR is distributing supplies in a building down by the old train station.
Handing out supplies? Like food and stuff? That ain't nothing to get ruffled over. You find anything else?
They refuse to serve locals.
Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friends away from the food. That ain't something I support. No, sir.
They said someone was sent to discuss the issue with you.
Wait a minute. They said what?
They said the man was severely beaten and barely survived.
Huh. That would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
What the hell indeed?
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need you to head out there and try to defuse the situation. Tell them I'm willing to cooperate.
Absolutely, will do. Heading right over there now.
Hey.
So again, we need to head back over to a similar place to where we just were with the ruined store. And we're going to use the power of speech to calm the fraught nerves. Here we go. Evidence of some shootoutage already. Pacer?
Why the hell are you here?
Pacer can't talk. Okay. I'm going to steal all this stuff. Because that's just what I do. Yep. No respect for the dead.
You there, keep your hands where we can see him. Draw a weapon and we will fire.
No, that's fine. Okay, who are you actually shooting at? I don't see any more Kings over there. They seem to be all dead.
This isn't really a good time. What did you want?
The King wants to help with the relief effort.
Like he helped the envoy we sent? No thanks.
That wasn't him. He didn't even know an envoy was sent.
Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the King's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
Good, good. I'm just going to head up here in case there's some good loot.
Hello.
Out of my way. Oh, this is awkward, isn't it? There we go. Are there any kind of containers with some loot up here? That's not enterable. No, okay. Oh, now my companions are getting in the way. Well, this'll do. Okay, so the shooting has stopped. The Kings are naked. Pacer's in retreat. What's your deal, mate?
The King just sent a messenger over, saying these guys are off limits. He's probably already heard about what you did here. Looks like you get to be a hero. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Pacer is not one of the good guys. Right, let's get back over to where the King is. Or is still down there. I feel the need to investigate.
I knew I'd find
Oh.
you.
I helped.
Is that it?
A lead pipe. That's all he had.
Hi.
Okay, he's a...
The fights.
Oh, yep. Someone else dealt with that.
Well, that's the end of that.
Where's Oris now? Oris is 4 meters. Oris is in there? Oh, Oris, what's become of you? Oris is stuck in an orifice, it would seem. Okay, well that answers that question. Yeah, let's head back in, talk to the king. I feel like, you know, we allowed ourselves to get distracted in the middle of a somewhat tense moment there, but discovering that Oris had just kind of phased into the 8th dimension was educational.
Personal space.
Right, King Face, I have an update for you.
I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, aim whatever you want, and if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
Cheers, thank you. I will think about that. I wonder what our reputation with the followers of the apocalypse is these days. We're up to liked. Okay. I don't know if there's any other quests I can do for them that would gain me more friendliness. It might just be that I need to give them lots of Medex and Radaway. Either way, I think I'm going to stop this episode here. We've done a lot in Freeside in this episode. We haven't done quite everything. There's still a sex bot, but maybe we'll save that for next time, or maybe we'll move on to something else. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. See you next time. And as always, if you have ideas for any As always, if you have any ideas for new challenges to add to the randomizer, please leave a comment. And even if you don't have any ideas, leave a comment anyway, because I like to hear from you. Bye-bye.